Hey guys, it's time for Twin Flame Truth TV. I'm El Hari, Twin Flame and Ascension alchemist, writer, teacher, and coach. And today's episode is called Sit in Your Shit. Now, the reason I decided to do this video on this topic today was because last week one of my students and one of my personal students and now one of our coaches, Aniela, who actually, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow our Facebook page, you're now pretty familiar with. She's doing videos for us now. But she reminded me of a piece of guidance that I provided with her way back when she was still dealing with some rough patches during her twin flame journey. And she said it was like one of the single most things that stuck with her and that really helped her to shift and really got her to resonate completely with what this journey is about. And so I thought it was appropriate to talk about it here with all of you because especially what's going on now, there's so much craziness, so much crap, so much chaos, so much confusion, so much fear, so much basically shit going on out there, around there, that so many people are dealing with. And, if you're already on the twin flame journey before all this, worldwide crap going on, I mean, you've already been dealing with a lot of shit, right? I mean, there's just chaos and confusion in your own mind, your own life. So I really wanted to share this with you guys. I really think it's going to help, whether you're on a twin flame journey or not. It's really good advice. And, it is sit in your shit. So what do I mean by that? So obviously, your shit is anything that is caused by your fear-based energy. So, and fear-based energy, remember, is not just fear. It's not feeling afraid or scared. It is that, but it's not just that. Fear-based energy includes any kind of, energy that is negative or positive. But right now I'll focus on the negative feelings. So if you feel depressed, if you feel sad, if you feel anxious, if you feel panicky, if you feel angry or pissed off, or, you have a lot of rage or resentment or guilt or shame, I mean, any of those things, they're all fear-based feelings. So, and they all the fear-based feelings stem from basically what your fear is doing when you have one of those feelings. And what your fear is doing is it resists. Fear is resistance. Resistance and fear are the same things. And so if you're seeing a bunch of things going on in your life that you don't like and you're not doing well with, then, your first inclination thanks to your fear-based energy, which is really running the show until you're aware of it for everyone, twin flame journey or not, is to try to change it, try to do something, try to change it, try to investigate it, try to analyze it, try to focus on what you don't want actually, and how to do something. It really wants to try to do something, anything to make it better, to change it. And even if it doesn't want to do something, if you don't like something and you just want to run and hide from it, is another way it works, right? Because fear works in push-pull. So the push part of fear wants to do something, analyze, try to change it. The pull part of your fear sometimes, and I mean, it comes up in different ways in different scenarios, right? Sometimes you want to run away and hide from some of your feelings and the shit that's going on around you, right? You just want to close it off and kind of ignore it and try to ignore it. Of course, that never works for long, but that's what we like to do. We either try to do something to change it, or we try to run and hide from it. Either way, that is resisting it. That's a resistance, and resistance is fear. So when we put up this resistance, what we resist persists. And that's a saying, I didn't make that up. It's like a saying in many circles, and I don't even know where I heard it first, but I've heard it all over the place. And what we resist persists. And that is totally true. And I'm going to tell you why. So if we just stop trying to do things, if we just stop trying to run and hide, and we just if we sit in our shit, and without trying to change it, without trying to analyze it, without trying to push it away or run or hide or complain about it or bitch about it or anything, we just sit down in it. We take all of our feelings, all of the confusion, all of the chaos, all of the craziness, and all of the fear, and we just imagine that it's one big pile of steaming shit, and we sit down in it like it's a big beanbag chair or something, and we get all dirty in it. We just sit in the shit. And we don't move and we sit there and we do nothing but just sit in the shit and we feel it. We feel the shit. We feel the shit between our fingers. You get all dirty in it. Hell, we can even roll around in it. I don't care. You're isolated, right? So who's going to say? I'm not going to judge. But no, we just want to sit in the shit. And when we sit in the shit, what is that? What are we doing? We stop resisting because we're no longer pushing, trying to change it. We're just sitting in it. We're just sitting. We're just being. And we're no longer running away because we're right there sitting in it, right? We're being in it. And so we're no longer resisting it. And when you stop resisting, you become present. When you stop resisting, you're just being. And when you're being, you are present. And in that state of presence, then you move into a space of acceptance. And when you're in that space of acceptance, you are open. And we always talk about being open as in the state of receiving. And yes, it is. That is the space of receiving. So then you allow what you want to happen, what you desire to come into your world and your life, right? But the openness works both ways. The doors are open for things to come in, but also for things to leave. And so all that shit that you're sitting on, when you just stop and you stop trying to think about it and correct it and change it or run away from it and hide it, and you just stop and you just be with it. You sit in your shit, you're open. And so you open yourself up for that shit to just drip right out of your life, to just leave your life. You don't have to do anything. And then you're also open at the same time for the things that you truly desire to come to you. And you don't really have to do anything for that either. Why? Because in that state of presence, in that state of acceptance, of openness, you are in touch with your soul. And your soul is everything that you truly desire. Your soul already knows and is what you truly desire. So you don't even have to do these, how some people say, if you want something, you have to place an order with the universe. You have to consciously focus on it, visualize it, or make vision boards and meditate on it and all this other crap. No, you don't. The point is just to be, to stop resisting. Just be. Sit in your shit. I mean, oh, look, here, have a cocktail. Sit in your shit, have a cocktail, relax, and, just let everything be open, things to leave, and things can come. And, it's the resistance. It's the not being able to sit in your shit and not being able to accept it. And then the need, the almost, it's almost like a panicky, almost need to have things different in your life. And just wishing they were different all the time. And it's that resistance that causes even more stress. Fear-based energy is like a snowball. First of all, it's addictive. So you're going to keep wanting to go back to focusing on it and stuff. Even when I'm saying sit in your shit, it's going to take an effort at first to sit in your shit. That's why I'm like, have a cocktail or something. Do whatever you need to relax and just take your mind off it. But just sit in your shit. And, but as you try to resist more and more, it snowballs. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so, just when you just stop for a minute, just stop and you take a sit in your shit and you're just with it and you just allow it and you're open. And at that point, you stop resisting. And then the fear gets smaller and then the shit just leaves. It just leaves. And then what you want can come as well because you're just open. And so, in this time of craziness, even more craziness and even more shit, this is a good reminder to do. Just take the time and sit in your shit. And I think one thing we all have right now is time to do this. So why don't we make the good use of our time and sit in our shit? And if you would like help with your journey, if you'd like help really getting this down, sitting in your shit, getting to a place of acceptance and openness and non-resistance, no fear, fearlessness, permanently, then we are here for you. Schedule the link at the bottom of this video to schedule a free call with us, and we will guide you right through, we'll take you by the hand and guide you through your own journey from where you are right now. From the shit that you're in right now, we'll give you a clear, definitive map and path to take, a strategy to get you, that shit out of your life and then what you desire into your life. And so if that sounds like something you'd like, it doesn't hurt. Just schedule a call. We've opened up a lot more time slots recently due to all the shit going on in the planet and the world, and we're here for you. So definitely schedule that call. We'd love to speak with you. And in the meantime, be well, stay well, sit in your shit, have a cocktail, and have a great week. See you next week on the next episode of Twin Flame Truth TV. Lots of love.